Good morning, children. So, today we are going to start our 11th lesson, and its name is Fiber to Fabric. And in this chapter, we are going to learn about animal fibers. Okay, so some in previous chapters we have learned about plant fibers. So we obtain fibers not only from plants but also from animals. You have seen cow, not cow. You have seen yak, buffalo, and so many hairy animals from which we make sweaters, shawls, blankets, mufflers, etc. In this chapter, we are going to read all these things in details. So the first known animal fiber is wool. Okay, so wool is obtained from sheep, goat, yak, camel, and some other animals. The body of this animal is covered with a thick layer of hair or fleece which protect them from cold. Different breeds of sheep are found in different parts of the country. However, the fleece of sheep is not only the source of wool, though wool commonly available in market in sheep wool. Okay, but in Ladakh and Tibet, wool is obtained from yaks. Okay, very high quality pashmina shawls are also made from the soft fleece of Kashmiri goat, and its name is Angora species. The hair obtained from the body of camel is also used as wool. Apart from this, in South Korea and other countries, wool is obtained from other animals such as llama and alpaca. Now our next topic is how to make fibers from fibers to wool. Okay, so obtaining wool ships are reared. The wool used for knitting sweaters or weaving shawl is obtained in a stepwise long process, and this we are going to read all these things in a 4 step. The first step is the fleece of sheep along with the thin layer of skin is removed from its body. Okay, and this is called shearing. You can see in this picture, usually hairs are removed during the hot weather. This enables sheep to survive without their protective coat of hair. The hair provides woolen fibers. Shearing is similar to how you get a haircut. Okay, it is not affecting the skin because the upper layer is dead. Okay, the second step is the sheared skin with the hair is washed thoroughly in tanks to remove grease, dust and dirt, and this is known as scouring. You also can see this in picture. The whatever the sheared skin is there, it is washed in water to remove the impurities. Okay, the third step is after scoring, sorting is done. The hairy skin is sent to other factory where hairs of different textures are sorted. Okay, the last step is the small fluffy fibers called burrs are picked out from the hair. These are the same burrs which sometimes appears on your sweaters. The fibers are scoured again and dried, and this wool is ready now to be drawn to the fibers. Okay, so this is a whole process from fibers to wool. The fibers are in the last are dyed in various colors and straightened, combed and rolled into the yarn. Okay, and now they are ready to use for the sweaters and spun into woolen clothes. Okay, our next topic is silk. Silk is a thin, shiny, and strong fiber which is made up of natural protein. Okay, different types of clothes are made from these fibers. In olden times, forest dwellers used to collect naturally formed silk and sell it into the market. So there are variety of silk moths and silk obtained from them having different textures. Commonly, there are two types: mulberry silk and non-mulberry silk. Mulberry silk, it is the most common type of silk, and a special species of silkworm live on these mulberry trees and eat these leaves. So silk produced by these moths are called mulberry silk. To obtain such silk, mulberry trees are cultivated, and this type of silk is produced in Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, and Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, and this all is equal to 90% production of silk in India. Okay, the next topic is non-mulberry silk. As I told you, there are two types of okay, so certain species of silkworm live on other trees such as sal, arjun, saja, and eat their leaves also. Okay, so silk produced from these worms are called as non-mulberry silk because they do not feed on mulberry tree. These silk are eri, muga silk, tasar silk, kosa that we call in Chhattisgarh. Tasar silk is obtained from species of a special type of silkworm. Okay, and Kosa silk is more popular because of its strength, and Kosa silk is very popular in Chhattisgarh. It has taken the form of industries in Korba, Janjgir, Champa. Okay, so plantation of Sal, Arjun and Saja tree in this disease is stressed because of to obtain Kosa from that. Okay, hence, and it is also exported to other countries. Okay, so there are two types of silk, mulberry silk and non-mulberry silk. So the worms which feed on mulberry tree, they obtain mulberry silk, and they who does not feed on mulberry tree, they are known as non-mulberry silk. Our next topic is life cycle of silkworm. So for obtaining silk, silkworms are reared, and this is known as sericulture. The life cycle of all the species of silkworm is completed in 4 stages. Okay, so the female silk moth lays eggs, and from which larvae hatched out. These larvae feed on the leaves and increase in numbers. These larvae secrete a special fluid from its moth, which hardens on exposure to air and forms the silk fiber. This larva covers itself with these fibers completely, and this stage is known as cocoon. Inside the cocoon, the larva changes to pupa. You can see all these things in this picture, and the silk fibers are obtained from the cocoon of silk moth. These silk fibers have strength equal to the steel wires, means it is not just the silk thread, it is as equal as steel wires. Again, to obtain the silk fibers, the cocoons are kept under the sun, boiled or exposed to heat or steam. By this process, the silk fibers are separated out, and after taking out the fibers, the process of spinning the yarn is done, and this is known as reeling. Reeling is done in special machines, and which unwind the thread of the fibers of silk from cocoon. Silk fibers are then spun into silk thread, which are woven into silk clothes by weavers. So children, here we have completed our explanations of fibers to fabric chapter. Tomorrow you are going to get the objectives of this lesson. And children, one more thing I wanted to tell you is that I have left the chapter transfer of heat. So don't be continuously asked that madam give the notes of that. After finishing this fiber to fabric chapter, I am going to teach you transfer of heat also. So till that time, have some patience and do what the teacher is saying. Okay children, stay safe and thank you.